chapter. Now let's understand the principle of operation of DME with respect to technicality. Okay, technical things. I've already explained you. This video is giving you a very good idea about the transmissions. Okay. So you can remember this. Okay, there's a 50 microsecond gap also. This is very easy for you to define. Okay, if we go to the technical aspect, first the aircraft. This is the interrogator, right? The aircraft does not know where is the DME station, so it will transmit the signal in all the direction. It can't just give it in the DME direction, it will send in all direction. That is known as range search. The aircraft does a range search. Ki bhai, where is the DME station? I have the frequency set. Okay, I have the frequency set, but where is the station? Okay, so it will send out the frequency. That range search will make the aircraft be able to know where is the DME. After 50 microseconds, if the DME station, if the ground station is able to send the same pulse identity to the aircraft and the aircraft accepts it, it's called a lock on. Okay. Matlab, relationship is good. Both are understanding each other. Okay. There is no problem. There is a lock on. Okay. Okay, that's it. We know that the speed of it. So how can you calculate this? The basic principle of radar. What is the radar principle? I know the speed. Speed is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, time I can calculate from this particular diagram. Time I can calculate. Once I get the time on board the distance, I'll get it. I have the speed. I have the time. I will get the distance. 6th class kinematics. Okay. So all in all, what I've explained to you is this. First, pilot will set on the frequency. The aircraft will start a range search. In that range search, the pulses which are sent out are jittered. See, the aircraft will know these jittered. Okay, that is not that it will keep on changing. It's not going to change one after another. It's a unique code, but the aircraft knows it. When that unique code will reach the nearby DME, okay, DME for that frequency, it will copy the same code and send the frequency on a different frequency, F2. When the aircraft will receive it with the another antenna, with the receiver, it will establish something called lock on. Okay. In the middle, there is of course a gap of 50 microseconds. You will remember that. I know that. When the lock on is achieved, the relationship is confirmed. I will start getting distance. Okay. This is the whole setup. Now ask me questions if you have any about the concept. No questions? Yes or no? No? All right. Rupesh, you? Good. This randomness in frequency or the pulses is determined by done by these things. Okay, they have their own, the aircraft has its own system, so it will send out the random signal. Okay, that random signal will be copied, so it will only accept those same random signals when it comes back from the station, right? So it's irregular or jittered, but the thing comes, aircraft will always remember what it sent out, so that is a good thing, right? So it happens like this, what I've explained to you. These are the bands. If you remember, I just told you X and Y bands, right? Clear? All right. If you go more into depth in the range search, the aircraft, when it's doing a range search, that is, it is sending out signal in all the direction. Okay, in all the direction it is sending out, it is sending the maximum power it can, because it is sending out the signal in all the direction. It is utilizing the most power. In that case, it is utilizing 150. Sorry, yeah, 150 ppps. ppps is what? Pulse pair per second. What is ppps? Pulse pair per second. So of course it is utilizing the most power it can, because what happens in a relationship, when you want to become relationship partners, you make the most efforts, right? You make the most efforts to become partners for the others. But as you get into a relationship, what happens? It starts to fade away. So it becomes 60 ppps if there is no lock on, right? So what happens is it gets reduced. If the lock on is achieved, it gets reduced to 27 ppps. If the lock on is not achieved, you get demotivated. You get demotivated that the partner was not agreeing. So then again, you keep on searching, but you will search at a lower rate because you got demotivated. So if the lock on is not achieved, you'll get 60 ppps. So these are two concepts. One is that when you're trying to establish a relationship, then when you're trying to establish a lock on, the aircraft will be sending out signals at 150 ppps, pulse pair per second. By chance, if the relationship is or the lock on is achieved, it will reduce to this value. Okay, because you understand after some time it starts to fade away. And here also, if the lock on is not achieved, I get demotivated, the aircraft gets demotivated, and it utilizes less power to get the same lock on, because you understand some way or other, if it's going to happen, it is going to happen for a reason. Like that, you can understand it's going to come to 60 ppps. Okay, very easily you can understand this concept. All right. Yeah, that's the same thing which I explained you. So it happens for 100 seconds. It's a very less effort that is the aircraft is putting in. 100 seconds, okay. Why? Because 100 seconds, you need to realize that it's sending in the frequency. Frequency is traveling at this part. Okay, it's a very large amount of time it's using. It's large amount of power it is utilizing for that. Okay, 100 seconds. After 100 seconds, 60 ppps. Agar lock on nahi hota, if there is no lock on. If there is a lock on, then 27 ppps. Okay, I'll write here no lock on. Okay. Remember this. Remember, it takes 4 to 5 seconds in modern equipment to establish the lock on. Suppose even if the lock on is achieved, okay, it will take 4 to 5 seconds for on the screen display, like 100 nautical mile, the distance will start to show after 4 to 5 seconds of lock on. Okay, it's locked, like you'll get an instant result. Okay, lock on, no, it's not going to happen. It's going to take some time. Okay, now beacon saturation is also present. What do I mean a beacon? The station, if it's present here, the aircraft is present in here, of course. Okay, in this case, suppose that this beacon is having many aircrafts in its region. Okay, not just one, many aircrafts. So how shall the station determine which one to send the signal or not? It can't send signals to all of them because it also has limitations. So it will decide to restrict the limitations and see how, because the maximum amount of power or maximum amount of pulse pairs per second it can send is 2700 pulse pair per second in one interval. Okay, now that's the maximum amount of pulse pairs per second it can send out. How much after lockdown does the aircraft require? Only 27 ppbs. So I get the calculation, maximum divided by 1 unit. I get 100 aircrafts that can be served by one station. Okay. So this is how you can do the math. Same math in the books also. Okay, remember this. The aircraft transmits around in this range. We take an average of 27 ppbs. Any doubts? Yes or no? No?